Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial on this look right here. I'm also going to be doing a review on the Born This Way foundation. Obviously you can see by the title. So yeah, if you want to see how I created this makeup look and my thoughts on the foundation, then please just keep on watching. As this is going to be a foundation review, I'm going to do the same primer as I always do, just so it gives it like a fair test. Now I've been using the MAC Fix Plus. This is the pink light version, but all like we've been using it for ages, but all like the like foiled writing at the front's rubbed off. That's so annoying. But anyway, moving on. I'm going to use this, shake it up first, and I'm going to spray it all over my face. I literally like to put so much on, and then I sort of like to leave it to dry just a little bit. And then I always use my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I love this stuff. So I literally just put like a pea-size amount on the tips of my fingers, and then I like to rub it in from the outer part of my face and then sort of blend the rest, whatever's left, into the middle. So now for foundation, I'm going to be trying out the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Now it is oil free and it says it's a medium to full coverage foundation, which is amazing because I love some full coverage foundation. This is in the shade Warm Nude. Now this might be a little bit dark for me, but I think it'd be perfect for when I've got a tan. So, you know, fingers crossed. Never know when I'm going to get a tan, but you know, always prepared. I've had so many good things about this foundation. Like for people with oily skin, apparently it stays on for quite a long time. So I'm going to do like a little wear test and see how long it does last me throughout the day. I do get very oily through my T-zone, like across my forehead, down my nose, and also here quite badly. So it'll be interesting to see how long this lasts for. I've just popped 2 pumps on the back of my hand, and I'm going to use this with my damp beauty sponge. I've been using this for a little bit now, so I'm going to see how it blends out with this. I always go back to like my beauty blender or my Morphe Y6 foundation brush. That is my favourite foundation brush ever. But I always go for like phases where I'm like obsessed with one thing and then I'm like, no, I need to try something else now. It's definitely not going to be my shade, but just ignore that. You know, we can lighten it up with a bit of concealer. So I've literally just dotted that all over my face and just pressing it into my skin. So far it blends out really nicely, like I'm not really putting too much effort into blending it out, which is always really good. Definitely not my shade, but it's okay, we can make it work. But when I put some fake tan on, this would be like the perfect colour, so I'm not too worried. Okay, so this is just one sort of layer of foundation. Now I would say it's more of like a medium coverage. I'm going to go ahead and put like just a little bit more in areas that I need it. But if you like haven't got any blemishes or anything, then this would be absolutely fine, just one sort of layer. But I'm going to go ahead and do another coat, if you will, in places that I need it. So like got breakouts here on my chin, which is fantastic. It does look really nice. I mean, it hasn't really covered that well, which is a bit of a shame. But like I feel like I can still see redness coming through, especially on this one. I do really like it. It feels really nice on the skin. Like I actually can't even feel it on my skin, which is really, really good. But it blended out really, really nicely. still really see it. I don't know if it's because I know it's there. It's not that bad. Moving on to concealer, I'm going to be using this Body Shop concealer. I haven't used this in a long time. I don't know the name of it actually. It doesn't actually have a name on it. It's in the shade 01, but it looks like this. I used to use this all the time, I actually loved it. But I'm going to apply that under my eyes, just to sort of brighten everything up. Do that on my chin, forehead, everywhere, like you would normally highlight, you know the drill with that. A little bit on my cupid's bow. And blend it out with my damp beauty sponge again. This blends out so easily as well. Love that. So to warm up my skin and contour a little bit, I'm going to use my Chanel Soleil Tandy Chanel. It's like a cream bronzer. Absolutely love this. I'm going to take this Morphe brush. It has no name on it because when it comes in the pack, for some reason they don't have the numbers on them. But I'm just going to swirl that around in there. And I love this even when I'm not wearing any makeup, but I want sort of like a little bit of bronzing, a little bit of shape to my face. I always use this, and it's just like the best, and it always just looks so natural. So I take that on the apples of my cheeks, take it right up to the temple, on my forehead. I like to take this on the apples of my cheeks because I'm bronzing. That's where the sun would sort of like naturally hit your face, like on the apples. And then when I go to contour, I would literally just contour in like the hollows of the cheekbone. So to set everything, obviously I'm going to use what I always use because I love it and I'm obsessed, is the RCMA translucent loose powder. Now I love to use this to set under my eyes. So I'm going to take this brush. This is the Concealer Buffer 142 by Zoeva, and I like to get my mirror. I like to buff everything out with this. Just press everything, get rid of all the creases that I might have under my eyes. And then I like to dip my brush into there and tap off any of the excess. I don't want this to be too sort of drying, so I like to tap off the excess, and I just press underneath just to set that. And then whatever's left, I just tap down where I would normally get a little bit oily throughout the day. I like to set that. So as I've had the foundation on for a little bit, it's sort of like settled into my skin really nicely, and like the breakouts don't seem as bad. So that's definitely promising. Then to set the rest of my face, I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish in the shade 1 Fair. I'm just going to take this on a big fluffy brush and just press that all over my face. I don't want to sort of like buff it into the skin, I just want to press it because I don't want to move the foundation too much. Then to contour a little bit, I'm going to use obviously my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm just going to use this angled Morphe brush. I think it's a blush brush, but I love to use this for my contour. It just gets in there really, really nicely. I like to pick up the middle shade, tap off the excess, and I sort of angle it so like the longest bit is by my ear, and I like to put that right into the hollow of my cheekbone and just press that in. And then I like to just blend it up towards the temple. Take that on the forehead as well and get in the hairline. I'm just going to take a smaller brush and pick up that middle shade again, and I'm just going to sort of contour my nose just a little bit. For blush, I'm going to use the MAC Fleur Power. Now I'm just going to use the same brush that I used to contour with, and I like to like smile and put it on the apples of my cheek and then just sort of like blend it upwards. yeah, I'm actually really liking it. Like, it looks really sort of like natural, like you can't see it too much on my face. Like, I don't feel like it's cakey and heavy on me. I've put quite a lot of powder on and it's not going like separated in any places, and sometimes it does go funny on my nose when I contour my nose and I'm rubbing on my nose quite a bit. It does sort of like seem to like come off sometimes. I don't know why, but it actually hasn't budged, which is so good, and I actually really like it. So far so good. So before I highlight, I'm going to spray my face one more time with my MAC Fix Plus. It's just going to melt all the powders together. I'm just going to take my beauty sponge just to blend that all in, because it does leave like little dots on your face, so you have to like get it quick and like blend them out. So for highlight, and obviously I'm going to use my same highlight as I always use because I'm obsessed with it. It's the one from the Kylie Bible Deluxe Edition palette, and it's the pink one. Love this, looks so nice on the skin. So I'm just going to press this. I'm going to apply that on like the tops of my cheekbones, temple, and I love to just drag it across like the top there. And then whatever's left I like to put on like the apples of my cheeks, because it makes you look more dewy and like more natural, like, because you do have like a natural sort of like glow, and that's where the sun will naturally hit you on the on the apples of the cheeks. And I like it like when you smile, like you can see it. I hate it when it's just like literally just there and people like stop. I'm like, no, blend it a little bit further, it just looks so much nicer. I'm just going to take that on a little brush as well and highlight the end of my nose. Love a nose highlight. I like to put like, start at the top and then drag whatever's left down the nose. Love this highlight. And also on my Cupid's bow. Just makes your lips look bigger as well. And who doesn't want that? So I'm not going to do anything to my eyebrows because I tinted them last night. They're a little bit dark. I'm hoping they're going to go down. Well, I know they're going to go down, but yeah, I tinted them myself, so I'm quite proud of it. But I'm just going to put some eyebrow gel in them just so they stay in place. This is the Benefit Ready Set Brow. I love this. So I'm just going to comb that through, making sure they're all in the right direction. I don't really fill in my brows too much anyway when I do them. I just like to sort of fill in the gaps and whatnot, but because they're so dark, I don't really want to add anything to them because it might just make them like really dark. Really dark. Don't want that. So moving on to the eyes, to prime my lids, I'm going to use the MAC Soft Ochre Pro Longwear Paint Pot. So I'm just going to put that on my ring finger and I'm just going to blend that on my lid. I absolutely love this stuff. It's so good. And I do get like a little bit of like an oily lid, and with this it just stays on all day long and I love it. But I actually haven't found a good one apart from the Urban Decay, I forget the name of it, but it's the purple one, which is like the mattifying one, I think. I'm sure it is. Other than that one, nothing like helps my lids. Nothing stops them from creasing or getting oily or anything like that, but this does, and I love it. I'm going to set that again with my RCMA. So I'm just going to dip my brush in there and just set that. So for shadow, for my like transition / like base shade, I'm going to actually use the blush that I used. This is the MAC Fleur Power. Now I'm just going to take a fluffy brush, pick up some of that, or a lot of that, you know. And I'm going to take this into my crease and like the outer half of my lid as well. I'm just going to take a cleaner brush just to help me blend that out, because as it is our transition, we don't want it too sort of like bright. I just want a soft colour just to help define the shape of my eye. I'm then going to take my Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, and just using the same brush, I'm going to pick up He Devil. This one right here. It's like a brown, pinky, sort of toned eyeshadow. I can't really explain it, but it's really nice. And I'm just going to blend that on the outer half of my eye, and taking that into the crease as well, just ever so slightly. Using a really light hand as I'm going into like the inner corner of my eye, just putting no pressure at all, just helping it blend across. Taking a pencil brush, I'm going to pick up He Devil again, and I'm going to run that under my lower lash line. I'm going to take it halfway and make sure it connects with the top. Still using the same brush, I'm going to go in with En Fuego, which is like a deeper, more of like a purpley shade. But I'm going to apply that right on the outer corner of my eye, just to give it a little bit more like shape and just like definition, dimension to the eye. Literally doing like really soft circular motions, so it helps blend everything out. If you're not very good at blending, do really like soft circular motions, it just helps, does all the work for you. Again, I'm going to take a pencil brush, pick up En Fuego, and run that right on the outer half of the lid, lower lash line, sorry. I'm then going to grab the highlighting shade that I used to highlight my face, and pick that up with just my ring finger, and I'm going to press that into the inner corner of my lid, taking it right into that inner corner so it highlights that as well, and then just blend it across. Not all the way, just halfway. Just so it sort of opens the eye up a little bit and gives it a bit of a shimmer. Shimmer. For eyeliner, I'm going to use this Morphe eyeliner in the shade Dark Room. And I'm just going to really sort of like messily line my upper lash line. Then I'm just going to grab a clean pencil brush and sort of like smudge that out. And then I'm just going to curl my lashes. For mascara, I'm going to use this Max Factor Masterpiece High Definition Mascara in the shade Black. Now this is waterproof. Love this mascara. Actually makes my lashes look really long. I actually love this mascara. It's actually separated them really nicely. And they haven't gone clumpy. They look really long. Love it. Love that Max Factor. I was going to put some false lashes on, but I think I'm going to leave them without. Now the last thing is lips. For lip liner, I'm going to use this Morphe lip liner in shade Sweet Tea. I'm just going to line my top and bottom lips with this. Now for lips, I've got these new L'Oreal products. I've got these two lip paint. They're both matte. One's red and this is like a pinky nudie kind of colour. This one is in the shade 204 Red actually, and this one is 201 Hollywood Beige. And then I also picked up a lip gloss, Extreme Resist lip gloss. Looks like really sort of like iridescent and like reflecting, if you can see all that. That looks like glitter. Ooh. This is in the shade 505 Never Let Me Go. So I think I'm going to do the nude just with this eye look. I think the red will look too much. So that's what the applicator looks like. It's got like a little scoop. You can see there, it goes like that. Probably fits your lips really, really nicely. Oh, it's so smooth. Oh, it's so smooth to put on. So nice. The shape of that is actually perfect for your lip. Like, it fits perfectly all the way around. It's so good how they've designed that. Love that. So this is a liquid lipstick and it is matte, so it's really, really comfy to wear. I wonder how long it would last for, but I love the colour. It looks so pretty. So this is the final result. I hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. I love how the makeup look turned out. I love this. I never normally do pink, but I love it. As for the foundation, so comfortable. I actually can't even feel it on my face. Looks really, really good so far, but like I said before, I'm going to do like a wear test and see how long it lasts on the skin. I do have oily skin, get really oily in my T-zone area, so it'd be really interesting to see how long it lasts. But I will come back in a few hours, so yeah. So far, so good. Like, I'm back. Okay, so I've had this on for a few hours now, but I'm going out, so I just wanted to give you a quick update before I leave. I absolutely love this foundation. It's so good. I've had it on for quite a long time and it is really, really hot today. So normally I can, like, when I start to get really hot, you can really feel it, like the makeup on your skin. But with this foundation, I still can't feel it. It doesn't feel heavy on my skin. It doesn't look cakey. The only time I had to powder was in like this kind of area. I didn't necessarily need to, but I just wanted to like mattify my skin just a little bit more. Other than that, I absolutely love it. I mean, obviously the shade isn't exactly my shade, but I know when I finally have a tan, put some fake tan on, it would be perfect for my skin tone. It just made me need to get like the lighter shade when I'm pale. But yeah, I absolutely love it, and I do really recommend it for people who have oily skin. And even if you don't have oily skin, I wouldn't think that it'd be really like matte and drying on your skin. I still think it'd be really, really comfortable to wear. But yeah, I absolutely really, really like it, and I do recommend it. With the lip, I haven't reapplied this. I have been drinking and I have had some lunch, so it's like still on. It's sort of like it's come off a little bit, only like on the inside, but it's not like that bad. It's kind of like come off, but it leaves like a nice stain on your lips, but you can still kind of feel it on there, like it's not completely gone. I do really, really like it. I just wanted to quickly try on the lip gloss that I got. Let's see what this is like over the top of this colour. Oh my god. Look at that wand. What do I even do with that? That is such a really weird shape, but smells so good. Oh, I love this. I tell straight away that I actually like it. I'm not really a massive fan of the wand, like it's really awkward. Yeah, I really like this. It's really sort of like reflecting. It doesn't feel sticky either, which is really good because there's nothing more than I hate than like a really sticky lip gloss. Like, I don't really wear a lot of lip gloss, but if I do, it has to be like non-sticky, not really heavy. But this is really, really nice, and it feels really comfortable. I like it. So I all hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial / review. I definitely recommend you trying out the Born This Way foundation. I absolutely love it, and also the L'Oreal lip paint, the matte lip paint, and also this, what is this called? Lip gloss. The lip gloss, I love that. But yeah, I all hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did, and please don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to click on the notification bell down below so you'll be notified every time I do new videos.